Hi everyone, this is Raj Morales. You're listening to Uncle Ethan on Comic Artist Pro Secrets.
So my GPS led me here to the Sheraton, but this isn't it. Even though, I mean, it actually says it is, but he says it's a mile down the road. Oh yeah, beautiful New Jersey. And the Expo Center there, and I've been here before. I forgot about it. Yeah.
I have a jam piece that he does all the time. Image though, would you be interested in drawing on it? Someone has it right now, I'd have to show it to you.
That's what I do. Yo, it's Bob.
Right, I'll bring it by.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Hey, I'm gonna come over and say hi real quick. I'm late, I know. Guys, I am so sorry. Please say hello to Comic Artist Pro Secrets.
Hello. What's up?
Yo,
hey.
On YouTube. Okay. Wow, this is like almost every issue I did, right?
We were leaving the house and there was a box outside of the house.
Yeah.
Thank you so
There
much
you
for
go.
all that.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. And let me see your shirt.
I'll break it
Awesome.
up.
I would say the art.
How come?
Because when you go to pick out the comic book, the first thing you see is the art. And that's what leads me to buy the comic book, is the art. So to me, the art is important.
So I think art is more important in the visual medium of comics. If I want writing, I go to a novel, but I want to enjoy really good art in a book.
It's art, it's all about the visuals, it's all about the impact, and I think it's more emotional a lot of times when you see impactful art.
The full story illustrated by the artist, because that's what gives it life.
I am going to say that the writing is the most important part, because you can't get the artwork until you have the story written down. So you have to write that story first and then base the artwork around it. So I think that's what, that's the most important part.
The art is what draws you to the comics, but the story is what makes you stick.
I would say between the two, I'll say that writing is more important, even though I love art, because even a silent issue requires writing to make that happen.
I think writing is more important than art.
I guess the art is the most important thing first and foremost, because it's catching your eye. Story comes second, but good story is a good story.
Okay, so honestly, when it comes between art and writing, I'm more of an art person. I feel like the art would be more important because it depicts what the writer is trying to convey. But it's a team
What's
effort.
better, art or writing in a comic book? Right? That's the question, right? Okay, so art.
Just got home from the convention. Got a lot of independent books. I'm in bed in my underpants. It's time for Indies in Undies. Let's go. I found something absolutely amazing in Artist Alley. The Mystery of Martin and Lewis. Look at the stapled together zine that this dude did. He said that the book that I read about Jerry Lewis and how he loved Dean Martin was packed full of lies. And this book that he made is going to teach me all about why. His name? Greg Zegerson. I will now read this magazine, or this book, or this zine, and find out what he knew that Jerry Lewis didn't want me to know. And this is, who's this? George Burns. All right, I'll report back with any truths that I discover. I mean, this dude, he did a whole book. Now, I've read Dean and Me. I read this book that Jerry Lewis wrote. And a very small detail in the book is about where and when he met Dean Martin. So I think in the book it says that they met on 54th and Broadway. That's actually right across the street from where DC Comics is. And this dude, he's like, wait a second though. In another book, it says he met him in this elevator. And another one, it says he met him on 57th, right here in this location. And look at this. And then he goes through the whole thing. And I thought he was going to detail a lot of different discrepancies. Not really. I mean, he goes and visits famous spots. I love Martin and Lewis too, so I am kind of a nerd about this, and I am kind of interested. But this whole thing details he is writing them letters. He's writing Jerry Lewis letters, and he's saying, please clarify where you met Dean Martin. And Jerry just sends him a secretarial autograph. That's not a real autograph. That's a secretarial autograph, which is sad. He doesn't answer his question. So then he writes to Dean Martin's daughter, Deanna, or Dina. Is it Dina? It might be Dina. And she sends him an autograph picture. He writes to her and says, I thank you for the autograph, but I need you to answer the question. She didn't answer him again. So then he wrote to the co-author of Dean and Me. And of course, the co-author's got nothing to do. So look at this picture. Look how happy he is. So the co-author says, well, according to my recollections, yeah, he was walking from 57th and he landed on 54th. And that's where he met Dean Martin. This confuses him even more. So blah, 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 blah. And then he goes to a, look at this. I would go to this. I didn't know this happened. In 2013, An Evening with Jerry Lewis. Andrew and I go to things like that all the time. So, this details his humiliation as he gets to the mic, because they have an open mic, you can ask the celebrity questions. He says, I think you're the only person alive who can answer this question. I work in Manhattan, so I'm in the Broadway area. What exact corner was it that you first shook hands with Dean Martin in that great scene in the book Dean and Me? Jerry says 57th and Broadway. 57th, not 47th? Look, he got nervous. He said 57th. No, it's not. You meant 54th, not 47th. He says, well, what does it say in the book? It says 47th. He was nervous. I just wanted to make sure. I'm a liar and the book was right, says Jerry. So it is 57th or it's 57th? Well, and it was northwest, southwest? I'm really curious. I just want to stand on that corner, and the audience is laughing at him. Ha 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 ha. Let me just sit around for a while, says Jerry. Jerry doesn't know. He doesn't remember. So he's working on the mystery, and he's thinking all about it, looking at all the corners, thinking about that handshake to happen. And then he finally decided this is the corner. That's the corner. And he stands on the corner. He takes a selfie of himself on the corner where Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis met for the first time. Now, this may seem insane, but I completely understand. I'm the exact same guy that this guy is. I love stuff like that. I wouldn't have made a whole comic book about it, but I would definitely research where Frank Sinatra met his first wife and go try to stand on that spot with Andrea, stuff like that. I'm that kind of a nerd. And then he talks about how Jerry Lewis got on Turner Classic Movies. This is how the book ends. And he then makes up a fourth location, 50th Street, 50th and 5th Street. The end. The end. Good, huh? You can make a comic book about anything, and you can staple it together. You can make it a Kinko's, and you can make it about you chasing down the street corner where Jerry Lewis met Dean Martin. That's what comics are for. And I paid $8 for that. I now know that story. I gave the guy $8, and I'm glad I did. I hope I helped him in his quest to learn where Dean Martin shook Jerry Lewis's hand.